An RMD stands for Required Minimum Distribution. On all of your pre-taxed accounts, all of this money you've been able to put away in a 401k or IRA prior to paying tax, you reach a certain age that you have to start taking out a certain percentage of that money. It's called the required minimum distribution. When you reach the age, currently that age is age 73, when you reach that age that you have to take out your required minimum distribution, you will get a letter from the financial institution that holds your money saying, now that you've reached this age, you're required to take out so much required to take out this percentage based on your account value on December 31st of the prior year. And so any time in that year, you can start taking that required minimum distribution. We recommend setting up a systematic withdrawal request that just says, now that I've reached this age, I'm going to have to take it. What is the frequency that I want to take this money? Monthly is common, or once a year is also common. When I have that withdrawal, do I want to receive a check, or do I want to be direct deposited into my bank? And lastly, do I want taxes withheld from that distribution? And so very conveniently, the required minimum distribution can be set up when we reach that age. Preaching big time about a systematic withdrawal request on a required minimum distribution, because there's times that people will say, I thought I took my RMD, and in fact they didn't. And so there's a 50% penalty. If my required minimum distribution was $8,500, round numbers, let's just say $8,000, and I didn't take it in time, I'm paying a $4,000 penalty just because I didn't take my own money out. The whole goal is that they want to be able to tax this money that's never been taxed. I get it. We don't like the rules, but those are the rules. And so all I have to do is just make sure that I'm following the rules, getting my ducks in a row to where when I need to start taking distributions, it happens seamlessly on its own, and I don't have to remember, did I take it or not? If a person realizes that they've missed an RMD only in their first year of being required to take out the required minimum distribution, can they take it up until March 31st of the following year? That's wonderful, but the downfall to that is you will have to take another required minimum distribution in that same calendar year, just making it to where you've now taken 2 withdrawals, and now we're dealing with a larger amount that I have to pay taxes on, and we try to help people prevent having to do so. If we miss an RMD in that first year and we have to double up in the second year, we're now potentially boosting our income to a point, our taxable income to a point where there's a possibility I could be running into another whole nother animal called IRMA, income related monthly adjustment, meaning your income has exceeded a certain amount and they can start charging you more for your Part B and your Part D premiums. And so really that's our wheelhouse. That's how we help you get those ducks in a row to make sure that those things are not happening. The easiest way to ensure that you never forget to take your required minimum distribution is to set up a systematic withdrawal request. It's a very simple form that can be changed. I think that might be a question that some will have is, hey, if I set this in motion and I have this systematic withdrawal request and I want to change it, change the timing of the year, change the tax withholding, they want to take more than what's actually required. Those can be altered, those can be changed. It's just get the ball rolling in the right direction with a systematic withdrawal request. And if it needs to be altered, it absolutely can be altered. The best way to get your ducks in a row is to not try to figure it out on your own. This is our specialty. This is what we get to do every day. It is our job to make it clear and to make it simple. So you come see us, allow us to ask you those 10 questions to understand your big picture. And based on that, we can help you get your ducks in a row.